Welcome back to the channel. So today I've got another X5 M50i, of course 2022 model, G05 chassis. And this one is in the stunning Tanzanite Blue, which is essentially what they call a semi-individual color. And the X5 guys, that price for that Tanzanite color is $1,950. Strangely, Tanzanite is only available on the X5 M50i and the X5M. Is, even though it's built in the same factory, it is not an individual color for the lesser X5s. Strange enough, but weird. Out of those available sort of stock-ish colors, I think Tanzanite Blue is probably one of the most popular ones, just because of all that metallic flaking, and that blue really comes out and sparkles in the sun. Today we're partly cloudy, so it may not have that effect. Let's take a walk around the X5 M50i. So we got the Shadowline exterior package, so that basically blacks out the grills, front fascia, and gets you body color mirrors. So otherwise it would be cerium gray. As you can see here, we've got the driver assistance professional package. We've got the laser lights. I think is the way to go, because the halos and plus how they look really cool. Moving over the wheels, we've got the Style 747M wheels. These are 22-inch wheels, so are quite large, and cerium gray I think contrasts really nicely with Tanzanite Blue, basically almost any darker color. We've got the red M Sport calipers here, so 6 pistons up front, single piston floating caliper in the back. We'll walk back a little bit, get the full experience of Tanzanite Blue. The sun coming out, so perfect timing. So it's powered by the familiar N63 V8 twin turbo engine that has 523 horsepower and 553 pound-feet of torque, or torques, as the former Top Gear crew would call it. So you see the cerium gray still present, only in the badging for the X5 and the M50i badging. And here's Tanzanite in the shade, basically, or out of the direct sunlight. It's a much darker blue. Maybe more towards black, but it's really dark. We'll walk around, take a look at the inside, and go over the options on this car. Head towards the door. So as you can see already, ivory merino leather. And because Bowers and Wilkins disappeared effective, I believe it's like September 1st or something like that. So the base sound system is spec'd on this particular vehicle, Harman Kardon. That's what you get in the M50i. Other ones, like below that, 45E, 40i, don't have Harman Kardon available. So you get the base hi-fi system. And we've got our carbon fiber trim as well. We do have the massaging seats. When you go here, your gentleman's function below that. Let's take in the ivory white. So I think this goes well with Tanzanite. Of course, other colors will go really well, say cognac tartufo. Any brown will do. Of course, black is the basic one, but I think I'd go for contrasting values. So ivory's pretty good. All right, so we've got our familiar live cockpit from iDrive 7 with the X5 M50i badging. Driver attention camera here, making sure you're paying attention should you be using assisted driving mode or extended traffic jam assistance. We've got our parking assistance package. Gives you top-down as well as 360 views and self-parking. So let's talk pricing. So starting price of the M50i, it's just under $83,000. Tanzanite Blue adds another $1,950. We've got ivory white extended merino leather, another $1,000. Driver Assistance Pro, as usual, $1,700. Parking Assistance Package, $800. The exact package, $3,300, would get you that icon adaptive LEDs with laser lights. Got your glass controls, so I'll show off momentarily, as well as your heads-up display, and the maybe not so popular gesture control, especially if you talk with your hands. We've also got the 22-inch 747M wheels. That's a $1,900 option. Carbon fiber trim, another $300. We've got the front massaging seats for $1,000. Unfortunately, we've also got the touchscreen delete, which deletes the backup assistant as well and get you a $500 credit. Shellline trim, $300. All told, MSRP is just a little bit over $96,000 for this particular example. Now, we've had a lot of people, or at least I've heard a lot of people complain about touchscreen delete. And this is what it looks like again. So no leathering under the icons there, but it's perfectly functional, right? So some people don't like it that the touchscreen is gone. Some people don't mind. So if you come from an older BMW, say iDrive 5, you're not used to touchscreen anyway. So if you're coming from that, not a big deal. If not coming from iDrive 6, I do have a touchscreen, but I barely use it. I find the controller to be vastly superior to that, especially if you're trying to do things on the fly while driving. Another good thing about iDrive 7 is the voice commands are much better than in iDrive 6. So if you have, if you want to enter an address on navigation, saying it is much quicker than using the iDrive controller to type it in. So if you don't like it, I think the good news is that the touchscreen appears to be back in all the models that originally affected. So that's the 3 Series, 4 Series, Z4, X5 and above, not including the M's, appear to all be back to having touchscreens now. Now, whether or not that remains the case going forward remains to be seen, but that's what we're living with right now. So right now, still available. So here are your glass controls for the shifter or gear selector, your iDrive controller, and your start-stop button. So a while ago, they removed the volume power button for the radio system. That was glass control, and that removed, I don't know, maybe almost a year ago, I guess. Taking more of that carbon fiber trim goodies. Take a look at the back seat as well as the trunk. Let's go take a look. All right, so opening up the rear door. So fairly roomy in the back here. Lovely ivory merino leather. And you got the black piping on the seat. At least it appears black. Black as I can tell. I thought it might have been midnight blue, but it looks like black to me. But either way, nice dark contrasting color for the ivory white interior. Got your dual zone, sorry, I think it's single zone climate control in the back. I'll just double check. Actually, it is dual zone climate control in the back here. So 4-zone climate control altogether. Go ahead and turn that off. All right, let's take a look at the trunk as well. All right, so trunk space, you get your clamshell opening, of course. Just open the upper trunk, that's what remains. You press and get the clamshell down as well, the lower part of it, I should say. Pretty good spacing in the trunk. That's about it. So I guess other big thing here is the controls for dropping the seat in the rear are gone. Hopefully that'll return eventually. All right, so let's do a little half turn around the X5 again in Tanzanite Blue. So let me know what you think of this combination. Let's say if you stick with Tanzanite Blue, what's your interior go-to color for this car? Again, I'd say ivory as spec'd here. I can't remember if it's Tartuffe or Cognac available on the X5 M50i, but a brown. Consider a brown. What else would you consider? All right, and that's about it for that quick tour around the X5 M50i, and we'll see you at the next video.